Master English speaking in 21 days. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up one day and speaking English no longer feels stressful. You are not translating in your head. You are not searching for words. You simply speak. Now, here is an honest truth. It is not possible to become completely fluent in just 21 days. Fluency is a long journey. It takes time, patience, and continuous practice. But here is the exciting part. In 21 days, you can completely change your relationship with English. You can break fear, you can build confidence, and most importantly, you can make English practice a daily habit. And habits are powerful because once something becomes a habit, you no longer struggle to do it. You simply do it. So, the goal of these 21 days is not perfection, the goal is momentum. The first 7 days, immersion. During the first 7 days, focus on listening and absorbing English. Many learners make a mistake. They try to memorize complicated grammar rules and they chase fancy vocabulary. But the human brain learns language differently. The brain learns language through repetition and exposure. So, in these 7 days, surround yourself with English. Listen to podcasts, watch interviews, listen to audiobooks. Do not worry if you don't understand everything. Just listen. Your brain is slowly getting familiar with the sounds, rhythm, and patterns of English. Now, add one more simple habit. Whenever you listen to something, repeat it aloud. This is called shadowing. You hear a sentence and you repeat it immediately. At first, it may feel strange, but slowly your tongue starts getting comfortable with English sounds. Just like muscles in the gym grow stronger with repetition, your speaking ability grows stronger with practice. The next 7 days, start speaking. Now comes the most important step. Start speaking, not with perfect grammar, not with perfect pronunciation, just start speaking. The easiest way to begin is by talking to yourself. Yes, it may sound funny, but it works. Describe your daily actions. I am drinking coffee. I am walking to the store. I am reading a book. Simple sentences. But these small sentences train your brain to think in English. And something powerful begins to happen. English stops feeling like a school subject. It starts feeling like a real language you can use. Remember this, mistakes are not your enemy, silence is. Every mistake you make is simply a step toward improvement. The final 7 days, build confidence. In the last 7 days, challenge yourself a little more. Start using English with other people. You can speak with friends, join online language groups, or even record yourself speaking. Recording yourself is powerful because when you listen to your own voice, you begin to notice your strengths and areas to improve. At first, it might feel uncomfortable hearing your own voice, but that discomfort slowly turns into confidence. Day by day, you will notice something surprising. You are speaking faster, you are hesitating less, you are expressing your thoughts more clearly, and that is progress. Remember this important truth. You cannot master English completely in 21 days, but you can do something even more powerful. You can build a habit of daily English practice, and habits shape your future. If you practice just 20 minutes a day, those minutes turn into hours, and those hours turn into fluency. One day, you will look back and realize something amazing. The language that once felt difficult has become part of your everyday life. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to speak English confidently, but something inside you stopped you? Maybe it was fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, fear of sounding foolish. Or maybe it was confusion. There are thousands of English lessons, courses, grammar rules, vocabulary lists. And sometimes it feels like standing in front of a huge ocean. You want to cross it, but you don't even know where to begin. Many people look at fluent speakers and think they are talented, they are lucky, they learned it easily. But the truth is very different. Fluency is not magic, fluency is built slowly, day by day. And here is something important you must understand. It is not possible to become fluent in just 21 days. Anyone who promises that is not being honest. But something powerful can happen in 21 days. You can break your fear. You can change your mindset. And most importantly, you can make English practice a daily habit. And habits change lives. Let me tell you a small story. There was a young man who wanted to speak English. He watched videos, he bought grammar books, he downloaded language apps. For a few days, it felt excited, but after some time, he became overwhelmed. Too many rules, too many new words, too many things to remember. He slowly started believing something dangerous. He started believing that English was too difficult for him. So he stopped trying. Days passed, months passed, but one day he realized something. He hadn't failed because English was difficult. He had failed because he never built a daily habit. He was trying to learn everything at once instead of taking small steps every day. That day he decided to try again. But this time he chose a different path. He gave himself 21 days, not to become fluent, but simply to build the habit of learning English every day. The first 7 days, listening and absorbing. In the first week, he did something simple. He started listening to English every day, podcasts, audiobooks, short videos. At first, he understood very little, but he didn't stop because he realized something important. When children learn their first language, they don't start with grammar books, they start with listening. So he listened again and again. And he added one more small habit. Whenever he heard a sentence, he repeated it aloud. This method is called shadowing. At first, his pronunciation sounded strange, but slowly something began to change. His mouth became more comfortable with English sounds, his ears became more familiar with English rhythm, and his confidence grew just a little. In the second week, he made a brave decision. He started speaking English, not with others at first, but with himself. While walking, while cooking, while doing daily tasks, he spoke simple sentences. I am opening the door. I am drinking water. I am going to the market. Very simple, but something powerful was happening. His brain slowly started thinking in English, and The fear of speaking slowly began to disappear. He also made many mistakes, but this time he did not feel ashamed because he finally understood something important. Mistakes are proof that learning is happening. Silence is the real enemy. In the final week, he decided to challenge himself. He started speaking with real people, sometimes with friends, sometimes online, sometimes he even recorded his own voice. At first, hearing his own voice felt uncomfortable, but he kept going. And day by day, something surprising happened. He noticed small improvements. He was speaking a little faster. He was hesitating less. He was expressing his thoughts more clearly. He was not fluent, but he was moving forward. And that feeling changed everything. At the end of the 21 days, something interesting happened. His English was not perfect, but his mindset had completely changed. English was no longer something scary, it had become part of his daily routine. Just like brushing his teeth, just like drinking water. And that is the real secret. Fluency is not built in one big moment, it is built through small daily actions repeated for months and years. 20 minutes today, 20 minutes tomorrow, and slowly the impossible becomes possible. One day you may wake up and realize something beautiful. You are speaking English naturally, not perfectly, but confidently. The language that once felt like a mountain has become a road you walk every day. And it all started with a small decision to practice, to continue, to not give up. So remember this, you cannot become completely fluent in 21 days, but in 21 days, you can build a powerful habit of listening, a habit of speaking, a habit of learning English every single day. And once learning becomes a habit, progress becomes unavoidable. Fluency is not a miracle, it is simply the result of small efforts repeated for a long time. So, start today, start small, but most importantly, don't stop. And if you enjoyed this video and want to continue improving your English step by step, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join this learning journey.